Hey everyone, welcome to today's video where we focus on lower body. When you're ready, come to the mat and keep a chair and two blocks handy. If you don't have a chair, yoga chair, that's absolutely fine. Any chair at home will do. And two blocks, if you don't have them, don't worry about it. I will give you an alternative without using them. We begin with warm up with spot jog or spot walk. Allow your face to relax. Any frown lines at the forehead, watch your jaw, let it relax, bring gentle smile on your face. Take a deep breath and slow exhale, let it go. See how that feels. And feel free to do a jog if your body allows it. We'll be here for a minute or so. Just letting our body warm up, let the blood flow, let our muscles to get activated. And feel free to engage your arms, move your arms all the way up towards the ceiling, bring them down. But when you do that, observe the intensity of the legs, maintain it same. Feel free to raise your arms up, bring them down. Two more times, raise your arms up, bring them down. Raise your arms up, bring them down. Breathe, don't hold the breath. Last 10 seconds. Though I said 1 minute, I'm not very particular about 1 minute. So if any one of you watching the clock, then please forgive me. All right, release and relax. Take a chair and keep it towards your left side. I'm mirroring the pose here. That means this is my right, which is same as yours. Bring both the feet together and observe how I have placed the chair slightly towards my left, not very close, because if I do and rest my hand on it, I'm lifting my shoulder up. So just move it slightly away where you can place your hand without lifting your shoulder towards the ears. In yoga, you always try to create space. So space from your ears to your shoulders, letting it extend. When you are here, bring your right hand on your right hip and we are doing the leg raises towards the side, towards the wall on your right, like this. When you do the leg raises, make sure you're not leaning all the way towards on the chair. We are just using the chair for support. So gentle support of the chair, but your left leg and you are bearing the weight mainly on your left leg. Let's start lifting lifting your right leg towards the side. 1, 2, breathe, don't hold the breath. 4, and maintaining that uprightness in your torso. Last iteration, 6. Change, move the chair to the other side. When you are ready, let's start with the left side. 1, 2, don't hold the breath, keep breathing. 4, 5, 6. Let's do it one more time. Repeat towards the right side, maintaining the chair slightly away from your body. Lifting the chest up, maintain that upright look, maintain the hand on your hip, and then lifting the leg towards the side. 2, keep the leg straight. 3, and observe what happens when you do it second time. Does it help you to lift a slightly more higher? Last iteration, 6. Or does it feel more open or you feel more strength? Just pay attention to what are the sensations in your legs, in your right leg, how well it is pressing to the ground. 3, 4, 5. Keep your face and your jaw relaxed, not clenching your teeth. 6. Change. Bring the chair towards the left at the side. And this time, we are moving the leg towards the front and back. Maintain your hand on the chair and moving the leg back and forth. 1, 2, 3, not leaning absolutely forward, maintaining the torso upright. 3, and let the leg move. 4, 5, 6. I think I missed the count, sorry for that. Change. Let's do the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change. Move the chair away and bring your feet together. From here, Lift your right leg and bring your fist in front of your fist. On exhale, we are bringing the hands down and the leg down. So just watch again. 1, 2. And you do this on breath. So what it means, inhale and raise your leg up and arms up. On exhale, you bring them down. Inhale and raise your arm and leg up and bring it down. So let's try few iterations first and then we'll give the counts. 1, 2. 1, 2. Are you involving your breath? So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do total 10 iterations. Inhale, exhale, very slow. Inhale, exhale. Four, 5, 5, 4, 3, last 2 to go, 2, 1. Okay, well done. From here, let's practice a small sequence. Come at the front of your mat and stand with your feet hip width apart. Feet are hip width apart. Stand straight, stand upright. Come to your breath. Observe your body weight on your feet. Let it spread evenly among your feet. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Maintain the lift in the chest. Allow your shoulders to move back and down. Inhale and raise your arms up. Exhale and bend your legs. Sit buttocks towards the ground. Imagine as if there is a chair behind. Inhale. On exhale, bend forward and bring your hands to your hips. One more inhalation. On exhale, open the back of your legs. Maintain your legs straight. Inhale. On exhale, slowly roll yourself up. Okay. Let's do 4 more iterations of these. Inhale and raise your arms up. Exhale and sit down. Inhale. On exhale, bend forward, bring your hands to the ground. Inhale. On exhale, straighten your legs. Open the back of your legs, back of knees, maintain them straight. Inhale. On exhale, slowly roll each vertebra at a time to come back to Tadasana, mountain pose. One normal breath here. Inhale and raise your arms up. Now you know the drill. Exhale and sit down. Inhale. On exhale, bend forward. Inhale. On exhale, maintain the legs straight. Open the back of your knees. Deep inhale. And on exhale, roll each vertebra at a time. Let's do it one more time. Inhale and raise your arms up. Exhale and sit down. Exhale and bring your hands onto the ground. Exhale and straighten the leg. Slowly come up on exhale. Back to Tadasana, mountain pose with feet hip width apart. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Allow your arms to be straight and lift the chest up. Move your head back. Get that opening in the chest. Allow your shoulders to extend towards the wall at your sides. I repeat, allow your shoulders to extend at your side. So shoulders not coming towards the front like this. Instead, let them go back and extend towards the sides. Observe how that feels, how the sensation of extending the shoulders out to the side feels. Release and relax. Come to the center. Moving into the next section of today's video, where we practice traditional yoga asanas, starting with Trikonasana, triangle pose. Come to Tadasana, arms at your sides, natural breath. Then bring your hands to your chest, fingers pointing towards each other. The moment your hands are pointing towards each other, observe where your shoulders are, not lifting them up towards the ears, instead bring them down. Then bend your legs, keep breathing, jump or walk your legs wide apart. and bring your hands onto your hips. You are in Uttita Padasana, extended leg position. When you are in this position, observe where your body weight is. Are you heavy on your heels or the balls of your feet? Bring that evenness, and tendency is to be heavy at the outer edge. So press the inner edge of your feet well onto the ground. Then turn your right leg out to the right. This is my right, which is same as yours. I'm mirroring the pose. Then it's roughly 90 degrees to the wall on your right. Lift your back heel, place it all the way back to turn your left leg in. And the moment you do this, see how your torso lean towards the right. To turn your torso and bring it parallel to the wall or window at the front, or maybe screen that you're facing. Then raise your arms up, extend your arms, bring it in line with your shoulders, not lifting the shoulders, shoulders down, lift in the chest, and extend that arms as if your friends are pulling your arms from both ends. Allow your fingers to extend, relax your face, not clenching of your teeth. Observe how your legs are. Like we did in the previous warm-up, open the back of your legs to make your legs straight. But if they're slightly bent and you are your max extent of straightening the leg, then that's absolutely fine. You're getting there, you're progressing towards it. So don't worry about it. Now, while maintaining your breath, extend towards the right like this and come back to the center. Let's do this. Extend towards the right and come back to the center. Now engage your breath. Inhale and extend towards the right. Exhale and come back to the center. Let's repeat. This time pressing the back foot well onto the ground all the time when you are extending and coming back to the center. One more time. Extend and come back to the center. Bring your hands onto your hips. Turn your feet in. Then turn your left leg 90 degrees to the left. Turn your back leg in. Turn the torso towards the front. Raise your arms up. Have a look at your arms. Make them straight in line with your shoulders. Then extend towards the left. Come back. While extending, pay attention to the breath. Exhale and come back. 2 more times. Pressing that back foot well onto the ground. Come to the center. Last time, extend towards the left and come back to the center. Bring your hands onto your hips. Turn your feet in. Bend your legs. Hands to the chest. Jump or walk back into Tadasana. Release. We'll repeat this pose, but before that, if you are using the blocks, take a block and place it at the back of your mat at each end. If you're not using the blocks or you don't have the blocks, don't worry about it. I will give you the alternative. Come back to Tadasana like we did earlier and get back to the same pose that we just had or just did. Bend your legs, jump or walk your legs wide apart, longer stance, hands to your hips, turning the right leg out, lifting the back heel and placing it back to turn the back leg in, torso at the center, arms raised. Now you know the drill. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Now extending towards the right, let's do it together, and bend all the way towards the right and place your hand onto your right thigh, knee or shin or ankle joint. If you can bend all the way down, then you will place your hand onto the ground outside of your ankle joint. If you're using the block, these were the options if you don't have the block. If you have the block, then place a block at its tallest position outside of your right ankle joint and place your hand on the block, not the fingers, hand. If this is going well, you can change the block to its flat side, its side or the flat side. So block has 3 sides or 3 heights. Tallest position, at its side and flat side. So choose the height that suits you well. I'm placing it at the tallest position. Top arm onto your left hip. Breathe, move your head back. Pay attention to that back foot. Press it well onto the ground. So you're focusing on opening at the back of the legs for both the legs and turning your top hip back towards the wall behind, and along with that, top side of your rib cage more towards the wall behind. Exhale and press both the feet well onto the ground to lift the torso up and bring it to the center. Turn your feet in. Move that block at your right towards the back, and let's do the opposite side. Turning the left leg out to the left. Lift the back heel of your right leg, place it back, turn the torso towards the front, raise your arms, extend, bend towards the left, bring your hand on the leg or the block outside of your right ankle joint. Once you are stable, pay attention to your feet, press them well onto the ground, allow your toes to extend, don't curl them, let them extend towards the front. Then turn your top hip back, turning the top shoulder and ribcage towards the wall behind. Observe where your top shoulder is. If it's coming towards here, yes, move it back. Pay attention to breath. Once more, scan your body, your feet, opening at the legs, moving the shoulder down, turning the torso towards the wall behind. Relax your face. On exhale, press both the feet well onto the ground and lift the torso up. Turn your feet in, bring your hands to your chest, bend the legs and jump or walk back into Tadasana. Take 2 more natural breaths here. Slow and steady breath. Pay attention to your breath. We'll repeat the pose. Before that, move your block at your left side back so that you don't topple on it. Then come back to the center. Make sure both the blocks are away from your legs when you extend them. Then hands to your chest, bend your legs, jump or walk your legs wide apart. Then bring your hands to your hips, turning the right leg out, turning the back leg in. Now you know the drill. Raise your arms while maintaining the alignment. You know how to maintain your alignment. Just observe your arms, observe your legs, and then extend towards the right, bend towards the right, bring your hand onto your leg or on the block if you're using one. Get stable here, move your head back, relax your face. Once you are stable, raise the top arm up, moving towards the final pose. Keep it straight, move the head back, turn your head and have a look at your top hand. Look at your left thumb, keep the top arm straight, moving the shoulder away from your ear, creating the space there, pressing both the feet well onto the ground, not curling of your toes. You're creating a lot of flexibility in both the legs, opening in your hamstring, in your inner thigh. Breathe, don't hold the breath. Slowly move your top arm back onto your hip, turn your head, look towards the front, press both the feet well onto the ground on exhale and lift your torso up. Turn your feet in, move that block at your right away and change. Let's do the opposite side. Turning both the feet out, that means left leg towards the left wall, turning the back leg in, extend towards the left, bringing your hand onto the block or on the leg. Observe your alignment, pressing those feet, inner edges of both the feet well onto the ground. Then raise your arm, turn your head and look at your right thumb. So important here is to that turn in your chest. So your chest is not falling towards the ground, turning it more towards the wall behind and having look at your right thumb. Make this a last breath. On exhale, pressing both the feet well, lift your torso up and come back to the center. Turn your feet in, jump or walk your legs back into Tadasana. Stay here for a breath. Deep inhale and slow exhale. One more breath here. Release and relax. Now, Veerbhadrasana to Warrior Pose 2. Come back to Tadasana. Bring your hands to your chest. Bend your legs, jump or walk your legs wide apart, just like we did in triangle pose. Bring your hands to your hips. If you have blocks in the middle, just move them away. Then turn your right leg out to the right, turning the back leg in. Turn your torso towards the front so that your shoulders are roughly stacked on your hips. That's the intent here. But if you are struggling to maintain that alignment and if your torso is slightly moving towards your right leg, that's absolutely fine. You're slowly progressing towards it, so don't worry about it. Then bend your front leg, go down, bringing the trunk down without leaning towards the front or back, and then straighten the leg. Let's do it 3 more times. Bend the front leg, go down, and come back. This time when you go down, pay attention to the back leg, maintain it straight, pressing both the inner and outer edge of your back leg well onto the ground. Last time, bend your front leg, go down, Relax your face, maintain the torso in the center and come up. Turn your feet at the front. Turn your left leg towards the wall on your left. Turn the back leg in. Turn your torso towards the wall at the front. Bend your left leg, go down and come up. One more time, bend your leg, go down. Observe where your torso is, come up. Two more times, bending and coming up. This time when you bend, just stay for a sec. When you bend, observe where your knee is. It's not passing the ankle joint, and the alignment of your thigh and shin is roughly 90 degrees, or we are progressing towards it. The important here is your knee is in line with your ankle joint and not falling in or out. Okay, come back, straighten the leg, turn both the feet in. That means they are pointing towards the wall at the front. Bring your hands to your chest, bend your legs, jump or walk back into Tadasana. Take a deep breath and slow exhale. One more time, deep inhale, slow exhale, and let's repeat. Bring your hands to your chest, bend your legs, jump or walk your legs wide up. Hands to your hips, turn the right leg out to the right, turn the back leg in, torso in the center, then bend your leg, go down. This time when you go down, stay there. Observe where your torso is, maintain it in the center, then raise your arms up like we did in the previous pose. Breathe, don't hold the breath. If this is going well, just turn your head and have a look at your right arm. Keep both the arms in line with your shoulders, your fingers extended but not overstretched. Put the feet well onto the ground and come up, straighten the leg. Bring your hand onto your hip. Turn both the feet in. So when you get into the pose, important here is to observe the alignment of your right knee or the knee, which is in line with the ankle joint. It's not passing the ankle joint, not falling in or out. Let's do the opposite side. Turn your left leg out to the left, turn the back leg in, bring the torso towards the front, then bend your left leg, maintain your torso in the center, not laying towards the right or left. Observe the alignment of your knee, not passing the ankle joint. Then looking straight, raise your arms, make sure both the arms are in line with your shoulders. Then when you're stable, look at your left hand. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Shoulders not lifting like this. Allow them to go down. Maintain the same lift in your chest that you had in your mountain pose, Tadasana. Feel the strength that you are building in your front leg, your thighs, the back of your front leg, and in your glutes. At the same time, you are improving the flexibility at inner front leg. On exhale, while pressing both the feet strongly onto the ground, straighten the front leg, bring your hands to your hips, turn both the feet in, bring your hands to your chest, and if you can, if you don't have any injury, bend your legs, and this time you are going to jump and come back to Tadasana, but make sure you don't have any knee issues. Otherwise, just walk back into Tadasana. If you don't have any knee issues, take this challenge, bend your legs, jump back into Tadasana. Well done. Breathe. Don't hold the breath. Observe the alignment of your body weight on your feet. Use Tadasana to calibrate your alignment and the breath. Bring gentle smile on your face. Release and relax. Building upon both the poses or asana we did earlier, next, Uthita Parshva Konasana. Uthita means extended, Parshva means side, Kon means angle. Let's do it together. From Tadasana, hands to the chest. Now you're expert, you know the drill. Take a longer distance between your legs, hands to your hips. Turn your right leg out, turn the back leg in, torso at the front. Raise your arms in, bring them in line with the shoulder. Bend your leg and go down just like you did Veerbhadrasana 2, previous pose, Warrior Pose 2. Well done. From here, you're extending towards the right like you did in triangle pose and then coming back to the center. Extend towards the right and come back to the center. One more time, extend towards the right, come back to the center. Slowly straighten the leg, turn both the feet in, then turn your left leg out towards the left, lift the back heel, place it back, turn the torso, get into Veera 2 again, Then extend towards the left, still facing towards the wall at the front. Like triangle pose, extend towards the left while your front leg is bent. Come to the center one more time, extend and come back to the center. Straighten the leg. Turn both the feet in so that toes are pointing towards the wall at the front. Come back to Tadasana. Take a breath here and then we'll repeat. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Let's do it together. Bend your legs, get into Vira 2, hands to your hips, bend your legs, then extend your arms. Make sure both the arms in line with your shoulder. If you have a block, then take a block and place it outside of your right ankle joint like you did in triangle pose, Trikonasana. If you don't have a block, don't worry. Extend towards the right and place your forearm onto your thigh and bring your top arm onto your top hip. Then press both the feet well onto the ground. Observe your right ankle joint and right knee, they are in line. And knee is not falling in or out. It's in line with your right ankle joint. Move your head back. Stay here for one more breath. Exhale and press both the feet well onto the ground to bring your torso up. Change. Let's do the opposite side. Get into Vira 2. Extend towards the left, bringing your forearm onto your left thigh and your top arm onto top hip. Make sure your ribcage is not falling to the side like this towards the front. Instead, you're turning your chest to bring the top side of your torso more towards the wall behind, as well as your hip. And not pushing the ribcage forward like this, bring the ribcage in. Move your head back, breathe. On exhale, press your feet well onto the ground and lift the torso up. Turn your feet in, move the block away, come back to Tadasana. Take a breath here and we'll repeat for the last time. Let's do it. Hands to your chest, jump or walk your legs wide apart. Get into the previous pose that we just did, turning the right leg out, turning the back leg in. Then raise your arms up, extend towards the right. Bring your hand onto your thigh. This time, if you have a block, place it outside of your right ankle joint and place your hand onto the block. If you don't have a block, then you will maintain your forearm onto your thigh, just like we did earlier. Then pressing both the feet well onto the ground, turn that torso more towards the wall behind, pressing that back foot well onto the ground. Relax your head, relax your face, move your head back. Then take your top arm, place it on your shoulder joint, then extend it towards the wall on your right. So your upper arm is over your head, over your ear. If this is going well, turn your head, have a look at your upper arm. If you have any challenges with or neck issues, then maintain your face towards the wall at the front. Don't turn your head. Slowly bring your top arm down onto your shoulder, then onto your hip. Exhale and press your feet well to lift the torso up towards the center. Change. Let's do the opposite side. Move the block away. Get into Vira 2. Extend towards the left, bringing your hand onto your thigh or the block outside of your right ankle joint. Once you are stable, bring your left hand onto your left shoulder, then extend towards your left wall on your left. Sorry, your right hand. If this is going well, move your head back, then turn your head and look towards your right arm, right upper arm. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Observe the alignment of your both the feet. Press them well onto the ground, allowing toes to extend. Bring your top arm onto your top shoulder. Bring it onto your top hip. Exhale and press your feet well to straighten the leg. Turn both the feet in so that toes are pointing towards the wall at the front. Hands to your chest, back to Tadasana. Slow and steady breath. Release and relax. Moving towards the next section of the practice, cooling poses. Come to the mat in lying position. Move the props away if you have any in between and lie on your back. Bring the soles of your feet close to your hips and your knees are hip width apart. Catch the mat at its side and then use that to extend your torso more towards the wall behind. Create that length from your hip towards the neck, towards the wall behind. So your torso is longer. Then bring your arms next to your hips, palms facing towards the ground. Come to your breath, pay attention to your breath. Make sure your the soles of your feet are close to your hips. Then pressing your feet onto the ground, raise your hips higher and bring them back towards the ground. Let's do 8 iterations of these. So raise your hips higher, come back to the ground. When you do this, make sure you press all the edges of your feet onto the ground. Go up, come down. 4 more iterations here. Inhale and go up. Exhale and come down. Inhale and go up. Exhale and come down. Slow movement here. This time when you go up, press your feet strongly and try to raise your hips higher, centimeter more. Stay here for a breath when your hips are high and then come down slowly. 2 more iterations and stay up for a breath when your hips are up. Press your feet well to lift the hips centimeter more towards the ceiling, then come down. Under control. Last time, pressing your feet well onto the ground. Inhale and go up. Stay here for a breath. Inhale and exhale. And slowly bring your hips down onto the ground. Straighten your legs. Wiggle your legs side by side to release any tension or tightness in your leg. On next exhale, bend your legs and bring the soles of your feet close to your hips and bring your right outer ankle joint on top of your left thigh. Then lift your left leg and bring your left knee close towards to your chest. Move your hands between your legs, interlock your fingers and catch hold of your left shin. If you can't catch hold of your left shin, then at the back of your left thigh, and using that support from your hand to move your legs, your left knee towards your left chest. Breathe, don't hold the breath. And see if you're heavy at the left side of your back, then bring the alignment by moving towards the right. Bring the evenness by pressing the right side of your torso and hip evenly onto the ground. Feel the stretch that you're creating at the back of your right leg. Release your leg. Bring both the soles of your feet onto the ground and then change. And when you lift your leg and bring your knee towards the chest, make sure the knee which is on the top, in this case, which is your left knee, is not close to your torso, is going away from your torso. Okay. Catch hold of your shin or the back of your leg and use that support to bring the right knee more towards your chest. Breathe, don't hold the breath. Observe the alignment of your back, place it evenly onto the ground and moving your left thigh away from your torso. Feel the length that you are creating at the back of your leg, the back of your hip. You're making your hips more mobile, more open. Enjoy that length. Enjoy the stretch with relaxed face and maintain the intensity of the pose to medium or slightly higher. Don't go towards a maximum intensity where you're clenching your teeth and making your face like this. Last breath. Release. Bring both the soles of your feet onto the ground. Let's repeat. Let's do it one more time. Bring the opposite leg onto the thigh and Moving your left knee towards the chest. This time paying special attention towards your right hip, not lifting it up in the air. Bring it down and moving your right knee away from your torso. Maintain the natural breath. Relax your toes. Don't curl them. Relax your jaw. Release and change. Let's do the opposite side. Bringing the left leg, left outer ankle joint onto your right thigh. Moving your right knee towards the chest. Bringing the left hip down onto the ground, not lifting up and leaning towards the right. Bring the left side of your torso onto the ground. Breathe. Don't hold the breath. Slowly release. Bring both the feet onto the ground. Straighten your legs. Wiggle your legs side by side. Take 2 breaths here. Deep inhale and slow exhale. One more time. Deep inhale and slow exhale. On next exhale, bring soles of your feet onto the ground. Lift both the knees up so that angle between your shin and thigh is roughly 90 degrees. Arms at your sides, and then move your arms up so that they are in line with your shoulders, palms facing towards the ground. And knees together, feet together. Turn your feet towards the right. Stay here for a moment. Allow your knees and your legs to be on the ground. So your right leg is on the ground and your left leg is on top of your right leg. Looking towards the ceiling. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Feel the extension, feel the length that you are creating at your back, at your lower back, in your outer left hip. Enjoy that lengthening sensation that you're creating. Allowing the top side of your ribcage to go down towards the ground. Then lifting your legs up, bring them into the center, move towards the left. Keep breathing, don't hold the breath. To turn your torso more towards the left, you want to twist from your abdomen and not pressing your right shoulder joint strongly onto the ground. Allow that turn, that twist to come from your abdomen to bring your top side of your ribcage and the right shoulder to go towards the ground. Slowly lifting your knees up, bring them back to the center. Bring the soles of your feet onto the ground. Straighten your legs. And bring your arms at your sides. Close your eyes. Allow your legs to be in relaxed position, rolling out or in. Allow your arms to be in the position so that there is no tension or tightness. Palms facing towards the ground or ceiling, your choice. Come to the breath and pay attention to your breath, how your abdomen goes up and down with each breath. Where do you feel the breath? We are moving into Shavasana, the state of deep breath. So allow your body to release any hold, any tightness in any part of your body. So scan your body from the back of your head, back of your neck, all the way towards your toes to see if there is any tension or tightness. If you find it, on exhale, visualize that you are letting that tension or tightness go. You are quietening it You're releasing that tension, you're letting it go. To understand the subtle tension or tightness in our body, let's do a small exercise. Bring your attention to your feet and squeeze your toes as if you're lifting a small pebble with your toes. And pay attention to the sensations, that squeezing sensation. Now slowly release your toes, release the pebble. And the moment you do this, observe how it feels in your toes, in your feet. Now compare this sensation of release with the previous sensation where you were squeezing the toes. Now when you are distracted by thoughts, pay attention to the thoughts itself. Bring your attention back to your breath. Bend your arms and bring your hands on your abdomen at your lower front ribs. Bend the legs and bring the soles of your feet onto the ground. When you are ready, turn towards the side and stay there for a moment before we come up. While maintaining your eyes closed, take support of your hand and come up and sit in cross-leg position. Sit upright. Use support of your hands beside your hips to sit tall, to sit upright. Bring your hands to your chest in prayer position, Namaskar Mudra. Move your head back. Relax your face. Any frown lines at your forehead, soften them. Gentle smile on your face. Relax your jaw. Inhale and lift the torso up. Sit upright, sit in the center. Use the exhalation to move your shoulders back towards the wall behind and bring them down towards the hips. Take this opportunity to thank yourself for being engaged in the practice. Celebrate this small win of your day with gentle smile on your face. Slowly bring your chin towards the chest, moving your head forward. Namaste and thank you. Move your head back, open your eyes, release your hands on your thighs. See you next time. Till then, be your best version. Thanks for joining me today. If you liked today's video, please give a thumbs up and let me know how you find it. This helps me to create more such content and it also helps others to stay motivated. Bye for now.